what this election means to Pakistanis, because it's really left a divided nation. There are hundreds of thousands of people who are still participating in the electoral process. You can see that from the size of the rallies that Nawaz Sharif has been addressing. But on the other hand, there's an Imran Khan who's in jail, and his supporters say this is not an election, it's a selection. How do you see it?
Barkha, I'm not an Imran Khan voter, yet I would still call this election a selection. And there are a number of ways in which the establishment has, the footprint is very much there. And to give you one example of that, which has become very obvious, is that the establishment will try to ensure that the turnout is low, and how they've assured it, and this is something which one had been playing with, that will PTI supporters come out, will they not come out? And then it seems that they are they're eager enough to come out to vote for whoever the candidate is. So there are a number of ways things have been stacked to ensure that PTI does not get back in a bigger force in the parliament. And the two things which have done, one is that, of course, they've been denied their election symbol. So the cricket bat, Imran Khan's party's election symbol, is not there. Every candidate gets an independent individual symbol. That would definitely add to confusion of the people. But the other thing which has been done, which I noticed only yesterday, that for example, in a single household, if you have 10 people, these majority of those 10 people have been given polling stations in totally different directions. One in one side of the city, the other in the other side of the city, some even outside the city. And so as a result, what it will mean is that if say these 10 people come out from their household intending to vote Imran Khan, they wouldn't have enough time to vote. So to ensure that the turnout is low. So very clearly, Imran Khan will be pushed back. I don't see Imran Khan making it to the parliament. I see some of his members making it to the parliament, but these will be independent candidates who, again, sources from PTI, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, say that oath has been taken on the Quran, a promise that they will not defect from the party. But then, once they are in the parliament, it's anybody's game. So I don't see Imran Khan there, his face, and a shouting match there. Definitely Nawaz Sharif, but the question is, in what strength is Nawaz Sharif going to make it?
So before we
Sources
come,
from, yeah.
well, just hang on. Before we come to Nawaz Sharif, Aisha, what you're saying is that while you personally may not be a fan of Imran Khan's politics, at this moment, you believe that Imran Khan is not being given a democratic right to contest or participate in these elections on an equal footing.
Yeah, that is a fact. That PTI is clearly being pushed out of the process, and they don't want to. I mean, as somebody mentioned to me this morning, I was talking to them, what is happening. And they said, Imran Khan took the battle to the army chief's bedroom. So, he can't be there.
So is this a rigged election?
Of course, it's not a free and fair. Nobody had doubt. I mean, a couple of months ago, when we were still talking about whether election will happen or not, what date, etc. So I was laughing with somebody. I said, the only thing that we know is the date of the no. We were not even sure about date of the election. So I was laughing with somebody. He said, we know exactly who's going to get elected. We may not know the date and whether elections will happen or not, but we definitely know that which party is going to make it to power.
So basically, it's an election designed to keep Imran out, to possibly bring Nawaz Sharif in. But for all of this to be calibrated perfectly to what the military or the deep state might want, you would have to actively rig at the booths. Is that so easy to do in today's day and age?
That's what's happening. Nawaz Sharif has his support base as well. It's not that he doesn't have a support base in Punjab. He has a support base in Punjab. He will get some will be manipulated. They will also be independent. Now, I think the big question that we will have to see is what will be the number of independent who will members that will come to the parliament, especially from Punjab, because PTI's main strength seems to be there. Independent, if not Nawaz, then definitely independent. But independent could be kind of merged, could be coerced, could be brought in into a coalition. So now the question here is will Nawaz manage to get a simple majority of around 113? Perhaps not. If there is a groundswell of support for Imran Khan, then more independence, which can then be brought in by and conveniently brought in by the establishment to sit with him. PPP, Pakistan People's Party, I see more comfortably in Sindh and in Balochistan. KP gets divided, but center definitely. Now, again, the stories that are coming in from Pakistan is that former PTI, who is now kind of moved away from the PTI, Aleem Khan from Lahore, is actually sitting with his checkbook in Lahore, writing checks feverishly, buying votes, so that he can come into and make the provincial government. So everybody it's a very open kind of a contest, trying to see who gets Punjab, which is critical, and who gets to form government at the center.
Ayesha, let me ask you this. If this were a completely fair election, do you believe that Imran Khan would be the next Prime Minister of Pakistan, even while in jail?
Answer is yes. See, Pakistanis love the underdog. And what they have been uncomfortable with increasingly. I've called relatives, I've called friends, I've called acquaintances, and a lot of them, and I'm not, and I repeat, I'm not a PML-N, a PTI family, but increasingly, the one thing you hear is, will support Imran Khan, will go and vote for the PTI. So if elections were free and fair, his chances of making it to the parliament are fairly high.
So that's very interesting. And what's also interesting is how his supporters have not completely given up. A large section of them are in the diaspora outside of Pakistan. They've been using artificial intelligence. I laughed out loud at one of the videos because it aped Shah Rukh Khan. But even so, it spoke to the spirit of these supporters. The fact that they still haven't given up is interesting. So just for our audience, I'm going to play out. This is Imran Khan doing a Shah Rukh Khan. This is not Imran's own voice, obviously. This is AI generated. But take a look and we'll come right back to you, Ayesha.
अपनी सरकार चुनते वक्त एक सवाल नहीं करता, कुछ नहीं पूछता, बिल्कुल नहीं। और इसलिए मेरी डिमांड है कि उंगलियां धन, पैसा, जात पात, धर्म, संप्रदाय के लिए वोट देने की बजाय जो आपसे वोट मांगने आए, आप उससे सवाल पूछो। पूछो उससे कि अगले 5 साल तक तुम मेरे लिए क्या करोगे? मेरे बच्चों की शिक्षा के लिए क्या करोगे? मुझे नौकरी दिलाने के लिए क्या करोगे? मैं अगर बीमार पड़ गया तो मेरे परिवार के लिए क्या करोगे? अगले 5 साल तक तुम मेरे देश को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए क्या करोगे? पूछो, क्योंकि आपकी उंगली में बहुत ताकत। और पता, मेरी ये डिमांड पूरी करोगे तो आजादी किसको मिलेगी? आपको, आप सबको। आजादी गरीबी से, आजादी अन्याय से, आजादी करप्शन से। थोड़ा सा अपनी इस उंगली पर विश्वास कर, उसे यूज कर।
It's fun. It's fun and it's funny. But there's also something interesting about the fact that everybody I speak to in Pakistan, on Pakistan, seems to believe this is a selection, not an election. And yet, Imran supporters haven't given up. What is the best case scenario for Imran Khan in the outcome of these polls, Aisha?
Well, depends. I mean, let's not forget, he is in jail, and
Yeah.
he is going to be kept there for quite a while. I mean, as long as the army chief is there, and as long as he doesn't compromise, he's going to be in jail. Now, of course, there will be a lot of hue and cry when the election results come. And let's wait to see what election results are. What kind of equation do we have there? What kind of how the distribution of seats happen? So tomorrow is the big day. But after that, there will be a lot of hue and cry. There will be a huge number of appeals that are going to go to the election commission, to the courts. Everybody will be contesting everybody else. Allegations of rigging, etc. All of that will happen. So there will be next 6 months, a year in that disturbance. And in the backdrop of that, the government, whoever can form the government, will form the government, while Imran Khan will be in jail. I don't see a May 9th or a massive outpouring into the streets. I mean, it will be quite something if we see that kind of disturbance. People will be emotionally very stressed, but I think the bigger stress that looks any future government in the face is renegotiating with the IMF and getting the money. So from the army chief to the candidates and whoever is the next prime minister, the first job is get the money sorted. They will not be looking at Imran Khan. Imran Khan will be what I call, for any future government, the sideshow.